Welcome to Reality Recap powered by CrossComm. I'm your host, Shane Norris. We're breaking down some of the top stories in virtual and augmented reality today. ByteDance enters the affordable virtual reality headset space. Do they stand a chance? No headset announcement from Apple at WWDC, but there are some AR tools to get excited about. And Meta scraps plans for one smart device, pushes back the launch of another. Are they slipping or just being strategic? First up, ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, is expanding their virtual reality subsidiary Pico outside of Asian markets. Now, they recently released their standalone headset in European markets for around $500. The idea being to compete with the Quest 2 headset there. It's called the Neo 3 Link. It's a standalone headset, much like Meta's Quest 2, and the hope is to compete with Meta's headset. The China-based company is now eyeing the United States. They have over 40 job listings along the West Coast, with many focusing on virtual reality hardware, software, and content production. The VR market is already a pretty tough one to break into. Just ask Meta, they're struggling still to get mass consumer adoption. Pico will have an uphill battle. They do seem like they are investing in the push. ByteDance spent nearly $750 million purchasing Pico last year. It would surely be good for the market to get a little bit of competition for Meta, especially in the standalone consumer headset space. Definitely drive some innovation, maybe some cost down there. There aren't really too many glaring flaws with the Quest 2 headset, so if Pico is going to actually scratch back some of that market share from Meta, they're going to have to either have some killer marketing or some really good content or some combination of the two. Okay, moving on to Apple. There was some speculation that Apple would announce a new VR headset or augmented reality glasses, or at least give us some sort of sneak peek at their Worldwide Developers Conference earlier this month. That didn't happen. However, they did announce a couple new tools for the augmented reality and social networking connections across several of their different apps and devices. So that is something to be excited about. Now, the delays in the headset and the glasses, not really a big surprise. We've seen quite a few reports over the past few months about some issues they've been running into with the actual development of that. And honestly, probably a good thing. You know, I would much rather see a buttoned up and non-buggy version of a piece of hardware, especially if it's coming from Apple. And based on Apple's track record, they would too. They normally release something when they're darn good and ready to, not anytime before. So the exciting news is that Apple is making some ground on a lot of connectivity between apps like FaceTime, Messages, Memoji, SharePlay, all these things that will really be key to connecting different people and different apps and tools across different platforms and devices, really key to the metaverse. Now, Apple also rolled out a couple new updates and tools for its AR kit, especially for AR Kit 6 that's coming out soon, especially Room Plan. This tool is really similar to the Meta Room Setup tool that we talked about on a previous episode. It kind of spells a step towards that mixed reality crossover, whether that's going to be for the VR headset, the AR glasses, or both. Now, ARKit is also starting to get 4K video for augmented reality, which will make those experiences much more realistic and crisp, make it look like you're really looking through the phone. They're additionally getting some tools for motion tracking to enhance being able to catch body movements and things like that through AR devices, and adding more cities for their location-based augmented reality. These are all tools that developers can really get excited for building in the Apple ecosystem at present and in the future. Lastly, Meta also changing some expectations for their hardware. They are scrapping a smartwatch, at least for now, that they were discussing with dual camera support. They're also pushing back the release of their AR smart glasses until at least 2024 for consumers, and they're changing up how their portal video conferencing system works. Instead of targeting consumers with that, they're shifting more towards a business enterprise. So the smartwatch, not really a big concern to us. I feel like it was probably more likely going to be just a cool tool and a stepping stone on the way to augmented reality glasses, kind of an in-between from your phone to the glasses. There's a lot of smartwatches already on the market that are already doing a lot of things. I feel like Meta doesn't really need to spend all their time and money in this venture, especially in the current economic climate. Speaking of AR glasses, they did scrap the plans for the first generation of their augmented reality glasses. Instead, they're just choosing to skip straight to the second version of the glasses. Like we said with Apple, probably a good sign. Much rather have clean hardware over rushing something out, especially in this current tight economy, and especially for a company like Meta. We know them for software and social networking, not hardware. So they really have to nail the launches when they roll out these new pieces of tech. They don't have that track record like Apple of proving that, they're going to put out great products. So they don't want to rush and put out something until they're actually ready. And while we can't totally be sure, I would assume that all of these different slowdowns, even the portal switch, are all kind of based on our current economic situation. All right, that wraps things up for Reality Recap, powered by CrossComm for this episode. As always, guys, if you like this content, if you want more news and updates on emerging and immersive technology, be sure to like, comment, and of course, mash that subscribe button to stick with our channel for more of this content. Be good.